Habari gani, everyone? That means, hey, how's it going? In Swahili, which is the language they speak in Kenya. So today, we're going to be doing a video over 9.1, Points on a Coordinate Plane, Part 2. So this is the second part of the video that you watched before. In this video, we're going to be looking at shapes that you can make on a coordinate plane by connecting some of the points that you place there. In this first example, we've got 4 different shapes on the coordinate plane here. The first shape, which is mostly in quadrant 1, except for the point B, is a parallelogram. It's a parallelogram because it has 2 pairs of parallel sides. Side AD is parallel to side BC, and side AB is parallel to side DC. Therefore, it's a parallelogram, and we got that by plotting 4 points and then connecting those 4 points together. Let's take a look at another one of the shapes. This shape right here is a rhombus. A rhombus has sides that are all the same length as each other, but the angles are not all right angles. So this shape here in yellow is a rhombus. Another shape here is a pentagon. This pentagon is in quadrant number 3. And one of the last shapes here is a trapezoid. This shape here, straddling the y-axis, is a trapezoid. Today you're going to be given some points and you're going to be asked to plot those points on a coordinate plane and then find what shape it makes when you connect the points together. Let's try this first one together. In this problem here, we're supposed to plot these 3 points and then we're supposed to say what the shape is. The first point is 4, 4. I'm going to go over 4 on the x-axis because I remember that the first one is always an x. And then I'm going to go up 4 on the y-axis because the second one is always a y. And that's going to give me this point right here, point A. Next, I'm going to do point B. The x is -5, so on my x-axis, I find the -5. And then I have to go to the -3 on the y-axis. This is the y-axis, and this is the -3 right here. So this is going to be the point where there's -5 on the x-axis and -3 on the y-axis. This is point B. And then the last one is point C, which is at 3, -4. I'm going to go over to +3 on the x-axis and then down to -4 on the y-axis, and this is going to be point C. All right, now that we made those 3 points, now we can connect them together. And this shape that was formed is a triangle. So that's what we're doing today. We're taking points, we're putting them on a graph, and then we are connecting them together and figuring out what shape it makes. There are 5 problems for you to try on your own. That's actually it. This is the entire video, is just these 5 problems right here. Make sure you have some graph paper out, either an actual piece of paper or you can find the graph paper on Notability, and then try these 5 problems here. Once you're done with these 5 problems, you can keep watching the video and I'll show you the answers. But first, go ahead and pause and try these 5 on your own. Here's the answer for number 2. This is what it should look like. It's a triangle and it has a right angle. This is like a 90-degree angle right here, so that's why they're calling it a right-angled triangle. To find A, they went over 3 and then they went up 2 to get point A. For point B, they went to the -1 on the x-axis and then 2 on the y-axis. And then for point C, they went over 3 and then down -2. So it ended up looking like this. This is the answer for number 3. It is a square. If you got something a little different, double check your points again. Take a look at the points that you plotted and take a look at the points that were in the list. Did you make any mistakes by maybe doing a negative instead of a positive, or maybe you switched the x and the y numbers? So double check what you did against what this is here. And if you're not able to figure out what you did wrong, go ahead and shoot Miss Mercer a quick message on Microsoft Teams so that she can help you find out what you may have done. Here's the answer for number 4. Number 4 is a trapezoid, and this is what it should look like. If your picture looks like this for number 4, you are good to go with number 4. If your picture doesn't quite look like this, see if you can double check your work, take a look at what you did, see if you can find out what your mistake is. If you're not able to find out what your mistake is, go ahead and ask Miss Mercer and she'll be able to help you. Number 5 is a parallelogram. It has 2 sets of parallel sides, so it's a parallelogram. This is what it should look like. And number 6 is a hexagon. Hexa is like 6 sides, so this is a hexagon here. This is what it should look like. If this is what yours looks like, that is fantastic, awesome, great job. If yours doesn't quite look like this, see if you can double check your work and find out why, and if you're still not sure, ask Miss Mercer and she'll be able to help you. That's it for this video, guys. That's all that we had to do today. Good job, good work. Make sure to submit everything that you did on Canvas, and then you are done with math.